cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it. Them bricks is way too high, you need to cut it. Your price is way too high, you need to cut it.
Burning fat, losing weight, maintaining your muscle, and maintaining your strength. That's what the goal of everybody for an athlete and for general health should be. Sometimes we get these buzzwords, we just start talking about things and we just use the word, I want to lose weight, I want to build muscle. But what's the real goal? Unless you have some weird goal that just to put on mass, that's fine, but typically you want to be strong as you can be for how much you weigh in terms of athletics and obviously strength sports. You want to have at least amount of body fat on your body for general health. Often weight in general causes health conditions, but mostly the amount of adipose tissue, the amount of fat you have on your body causes those issues. Rolling in the car, heading into work. I just did a quick kind of Q&A rant deal on my Facebook page. If you guys aren't there, check the description below and make sure to like it. Go follow all my social medias because I'm grabbing questions and I'm answering everything I can on all medias all the fucking time. We're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, Snapchat I don't answer questions, but I'm on that bitch. And Facebook I'm lighting up. I'm going to start doing some live stuff on there and also answering all your questions, guys. I'm here to fucking help you. Went on a rant on my Facebook. We'll get back to the burn fat, maintain strength in a second, but I ran on my Facebook about goals and hitting speed bumps, injuries, life, going wrong. What do? You set goals, and then you do something every fucking day to reach those goals, big or small. Goal for me, help as many gosh darn people on this planet as I can with whatever knowledge I have, I've gained, whatever inspiration, motivation, or humor, laugh, positivity, whatever I can do every single day. And that's why at least an hour a day, if not more, I'm on my Instagram, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Facebook, I'm on YouTube. I'm answering every single question and reaching as many of you as I can. So, to continue with that, into the goals, into my personal goals. If you guys haven't been following along, make sure to subscribe because my goals right now are to maintain as much strength as I can, as always, but it's to drop some lbs. I hurt my back a little bit, so my goal is to drop some fat. I gained a little bit of too much fat on my mission to pull 700 and squat 600. How do I do this? How do you guys do this? A lot of people always say like, oh, you're on a diet, oh, you're losing weight, you're gonna lose strength, oh, you're gonna lose muscle. Maybe that's the fact, but if you didn't know that, you didn't truly believe that, who knows what you're capable of, right? Placebo, our minds, powerful things, man. They're powerful things. So, one, I don't believe that you have to lose all your strength. Two, I don't believe that you have to lose a bunch of muscle while you're losing fat if you do things correctly. Couple things that are just fact. One important factor is do not change how you train. When you're going into a calorie deficit, when you're trying to burn fat, when you're going into a cut, when you're trying to get #ShredzLifeBro. Basically, you built a certain amount of strength and muscle training the way, the movements you do, the volume you do with the poundages that you do. So as soon as you stop doing those movements, our body is adapted to those movements. You've built this tiny little 14-inch bicep of mine. I built that by doing 35-pound dumbbell curls for 3 sets of 10 twice a week. So as soon as I start giving it that stimulus, then these are going to go away because they don't have that stimulus to adapt to or to maintain to. So in terms of bench squat dead, a lot of people say like, oh, well, I'm gonna do more reps and less weight now that I'm cutting, or I'm gonna not deadlift anymore because I'm not gonna be strong and I'm gonna go do just leg curls and shrugs instead. No. Maintain as much volume and as much strength as you can. Still try to hit some rep PRs. Still try to push it in the gym the exact same way you train to build that muscle and to build that strength during your bulk or whatever phase you're currently in. Two, we got to do things systematically and we have to do things gradually and have some patience. In terms of calories, it's going to be huge that you don't just drop off, say you're eating 3,000 calories right now in your bulk or to maintain or whatever the case may be. I'm going to use these round numbers to keep it simple. And then you just drop to 2,000 calories a day. Many things can go wrong there. One, your body doesn't necessarily know that you just want to burn fat and not burn muscle. So you're just neglecting your body of nutrients, macro and micronutrients that it was used to. Bad things are going to happen. You're going to lose muscle, you're going to lose strength, you're going to feel fatigued quickly. You'll also, a mental factor, is you're going to have cravings. You're going to be so hungry. The chances are that you stick to that diet, that you stick to those 2,000 calories goes down. So that's why we're going to do things more gradually. If you do things more gradually, your performance in the gym stays high as possible. If you only take away a couple hundred calories per day from your maintenance or your bulk, you won't feel it. So you continue to progress in the gym, training in the gym optimally, training in the gym like a badass through this cut is going to be huge. If you start training like a sissy, you're going to lose all that muscle, not burn as many calories in the gym. Cut's going to go wrong. How do you figure out your calories? How do you deal with this diet portion of the whole thing? For those that have no concept of calories or nutrition, but simple breakdowns, right? We got proteins, fat, and carbs. Our proteins, per gram of protein is 4 calories. Per gram of carb is 4 calories. Per gram of fat, 9 calories. What I need you guys to do is I need you guys to download some type of nutritional app. I'm not sponsored by any of them, but I use MyFitnessPal. It just seems simple for me. And I want you to weigh, measure, or track every single thing that you put in your mouth before you put it in your mouth. That's rule number 1 for total beginners. Put it in your phone before you put it in your mouth. I said put it in my mouth. My motherfucking mouth. Put it in your phone before you put it in your mouth. What I want you guys to do that day after day, consistently for weeks. We're not talking hours, we're not talking meals, we're talking weeks. This diet, when done correctly, when done gradually, maintaining as much muscle and strength as we can is going to take a while. It might take longer, right? And that's better. Our goal is to be as healthy and be as best athletes as we can. It's not to get to the destination as fast as possible. It's to do it correctly and to do it optimally. So I want you guys to track that food. Get used to looking at labels. Be aware of how many carbs, fats, and proteins are in certain foods that you like to eat often. From there, what we're going to do eventually is we're going to average out how many calories you eat in a day. All the while this is going on, rule number 2 is we need you to weigh yourself every single morning. Morning, why? Because it's going to be the most consistent before you eat. Wake up, pee, weigh yourself, get ready for your day. Once you weigh yourself, you're going to track it. You're going to write it down over here in this column. Column A, column B. Look at me, I'm a human Excel sheet. That's going to allow you to realize the trends that are happening with your calories and your weight. If your weight is maintaining, you're probably in a general, within a week at least, the same amount of calories. From there, we can start to make adjustments, whether your goals are to gain weight, gain lean muscle, where literally this process is just reversed. I hate lean muscle, by the way. I just tweeted talking shit on lean muscle, and then I say lean muscle. These buzzwords get stuck in your head, and then I end up using them. Lean muscle, what's fat muscle? There's no goddamn thing. It'll help you build muscle, build strength, build some size. You just reverse this whole process that I'm going through. So for now, follow those steps. Once you get those steps, basically what we're going to do is take away anywhere from 300 to maybe 500 calories a day. What I recommend during a cut, even though my boy Eric Helms does a bunch of studies on this and says maybe you only need, I think it's like 0.7 grams of protein per lean pound of body weight to maintain that muscle on the cut. I like to go a little bit higher than that for satiation reasons, for being full, for being sticking to your diet, right? So if we maybe a gram, maybe a 1.1, maybe 1.2 grams of protein per pound of body weight. Not that that's better or going to build more muscle, because Eric's way smarter than I am. But what I found with myself and coaching others is what that allows for you to eat more food. If you get to eat, in my case, 240, 235 grams of protein in chicken breast, I'm going to have to focus on that and get full on that before I go and grab a Snickers bar. Being compliant to the diet is like number 1. If you can't stick to your training, your diet, throw it out the window and find something that works for you. This is what works for me, and this is what I believe is optimal, because we can analyze and track along the way here. So once we start to take away those calories, it's gonna be gradual, guys, and it's gonna be weeks. Like I said, it's not gonna be months. So once we get that protein number set and we start to understand some of these calories, some of these nutritional facts, the nutrition within the foods that we like to eat, from there you can kind of set your carbs and fat how you like. Obviously getting a coach will make this all a lot easier because then you don't have to jack around with it, but you'll start to understand your body, you'll start to understand your mind, you'll start to understand the type of training that you do. Obviously I do powerlifting, but whatever type of training you do, perhaps carbs and fats will play a different role. When you like to eat your carbs and fats will play a role as well. But it's kind of like, I believe this is kind of Eric's stuff I learned too, Alberto Nunez, some of these guys that kind of a priority pyramid, right? First we kind of got the calories, they're going to be most important. You got to give credit where credit's due, my friends. Don't take someone's idea, don't take someone's thoughts and not give them credit. Alberto, Eric, Lane Norton, some of these guys have been crucial in the stuff that I've learned, nutrition-wise. I've watched their stuff, I've read their stuff, I've been lucky enough to be able to chat with them in person. Am I a doctor or nutritionist? No, but can I handle this stuff? Can I help you towards your goal? I believe so, because I'm lucky enough to be surrounded by these people, to have met these people, to gain the knowledge and experience of myself and coaching others. We can all rise, my friends. Eyes up, rise up, as my great man David Jack says. Just be aware, be grateful for those that have taught you things along the way. Rant over. So you start to work on and figure out what carbs, fats, what sources, and also what grams and what percentage breakdown works for you. Beyond that, obviously our third thing is cardio. We already talked about training, maintaining the exact same training stimulus and style, volume, poundage, intensity, everything that you had. Now we talked about nutrition a little bit. It gets more in detail than that, but basically what you'll do is 1, 2, 3 weeks, you'll start to track that food, you'll start to track that scale. Once you kind of maintain the exact same calories and you're accurate, be honest with yourself, and you're accurate and not progressing whatever goal your is on the weight scale, you'll start to chip away at the calories again. Don't freak out, have patience. Do not be switching up your calories every single day or even every week. Every couple of weeks, have patience, step away from the situation, look down at yourself, see what would be optimal. Like I said, you can cut 1,000 calories a day, sure, but you're gonna have cravings, you're not gonna stick to your diet, your performance in the gym's gonna go down, you're gonna be more likely to lose muscle and lose strength. Our goal here is to burn fat, keep strength, keep muscle. Last piece is cardio. I personally, as a strength athlete, am not a huge fan of a ton of cardio. I like to keep my carbs high on my training days, I like to bash it, kill it in the gym, barbell movements, train hard, and then I like to rest on my off days. This allows me to recover and hit it again in a day or two when I need to. Cardio is a great tool to burn more calories that will allow you to eat more food. Once again, on this gradual scale, I think first you should start to slowly take away a little bit of food. Depending on your goals, depending on your sport, depending on where you are, physically, mentally, how good a shape you are, work capacity, other factors. Once again, coaches always help these things, they figure it out for you, but we'll slowly start to add cardio. Same reason why we won't just cut 1,000 calories a day. We don't want to just hop in like, oh, now I'm dieting. Don't just start to do cardio, sprints, whatever it may be, 4 to 5 times a week from the get-go. Once again, you're not going to be able to stick to that in the long run. It's going to be very difficult. You're not going to be able to do sprints, lifting weights, and track all your food 5 times a week for your life. We want a gradual progress. We want layers so we can take away more when we do plateau. If you start to do cardio 7 days a week and you already cut 1,000 calories, what are you going to do when you stall? What are you going to do when you plateau? Take away another 1,000 calories? You're going to add an 8th day to the week and start doing an 8th day of cardio? Are you fucking kidding me? No. So that gradual progress, maybe start with a day or two of cardio, track it in terms of time or calories. It's up to you. You want something measurable? Okay, I'm going to do 10 minutes of cardio twice a week. Once again, you're weighing yourself every day, you're tracking your food every day, and now you're tracking your cardio every day. So when you do plateau, you know why, where, and how to adjust. Guys, I'm gonna get fucking jacked. I'm fired up for my goals. I'm seeing progress. I'm already down 5 pounds. I'm down in the waist, even though I didn't measure. I just put on my lifting belt and I'm down like 3 notches. Come along with me, subscribe. Check out the social medias for updates. Follow along. Leave your comments below what you guys want. More clarification on, more answers. I'm excited, guys. Thanks for all the support as usual. I'm out of here. Later.
Go!